And joining us now is Dino Scaros, historian and college educator. And Dino, just an update, the board had a lengthy meeting today for 15 hours, and it reminds us that the decisions are not final until next week. But still, what are your thoughts about them considering removing Clinton from their textbooks?
Well, it all depends on, as is often the case, on how the story is spun. Because it's the Texas school board, so the spin is, oh, it's the conservative state getting rid of Hillary Clinton. What a lot of people don't mention is Barry Goldwater is also on that chopping block, the father of the conservative movement. But speaking of Hillary Clinton, she is absolutely a historical figure and absolutely worthy of being on the curriculum. The point is not so much, I couldn't see anybody arguing that she is not worthy of being part of the curriculum, but so is Clara Barton, so is Ruby Bridges, so is Thurgood Marshall, who were retained. Imagine if Hillary Clinton was retained and one of those three was on the chopping block. In that case, somebody else might make an argument. It really comes down to priorities. Is it disabilities? Helen Keller. Women in politics, Hillary Clinton. Segregation, Thurgood Marshall. It all comes down to which faction considers what issue the top priority and says, well, here's the person we really want. But the big issue in education is that there are too many administrators micromanaging, and poor teachers don't get the chance to teach. There are so many wonderful teachers in this country, and they are bogged down by lesson plans. It's the only industry, I think, in the country where you don't get to do what you do. You have to explain it. Imagine if you took your car to the mechanic, and instead of the mechanic fixing it, the mechanic had to write down, step one, I am going to open the hood and take a flashlight and look at the engine, instead of actually doing it. That's the real problem in America. Too many meddling administrators who, many of them, can't teach their way out of a paper bag, telling true talented teachers what to do. Find great teachers, let them teach.
I can understand the argument about priorities, but would also seem that maybe it's incumbent upon teachers that, okay, if your priority is first, let's say desegregation, then that's fine. Thurgood Marshall gets the bulk of your attention. And if it's maybe about women breaking through the glass ceiling, then Hillary Clinton gets a little bit. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you should eliminate even a 5-minute discussion to your class about Helen Keller and disabilities.
And you shouldn't, and it's important, but I've been teaching history for many years, and the aspect of history that I teach, which is American political history, I don't teach about Helen Keller, but I teach about Hillary Clinton all the time because that's what I focus on. Now, somebody else teaching a different aspect of history, Helen Keller, might be there. History is so much that there's an argument to be made that so many people who are not on the list should be. And so it's just too many to choose. I would agree with you if Helen Keller and Hillary Clinton were removed for arguably obscure and irrelevant figures, but I haven't seen that to be the case.
And Dino, for the first time, the board is going to say that allow social studies teachers in Texas to say that slavery played a, quote, central role in causing the Civil War. It was previously listed as one of the several causes of the Civil War. Is that progress?
I think so, because, slavery was the primary point of the Civil War. It wasn't the only one, but saying central role certainly does justice to the fact that it was really the core issue.
Dino Scaros, historian and college educator. And Dino, thanks for coming on and helping us analyze what Texas is up to. We appreciate it.